You feel stuck, like you've been going through the motions. You're unable to control the direction of your life. You try to make some changes, but it feels like something is just kind of off, something just kind of holding you back. I understand your situation because you're not alone. I faced it, and many of us have. I could share something with you that's so powerful that if you learn it and apply it, it could change your life. I said this a bunch of times in this channel before, but you are who you think you are. Sometimes it's easy to get caught up in how others see us or how we think we should be. The truth is, your reality is shaped by your thoughts. If you find it hard to believe, let me break it down with a simple analogy. You control your life just like how you control your hands. If you want to raise your hand, what do? You think about raising your hand first. Your hand doesn't move without you telling it. So you think, and then your hand moves. It responds to your thoughts. In the same way that you control your hand with your thoughts, you can also control your life with your thoughts. It's just that most people never really seem to understand that. But your thoughts are the starting point for every action you take and every decision that you make. This kind of puts people in a tough spot because then you have to realize that almost everything that happens in your life is your responsibility and your fault, whether it be good or bad. But here's the major challenge. We let negative thoughts and limiting beliefs take over our minds. So we're like, I can't do this. I'm not good enough. What if I fail? These thoughts can be crippling and they could destroy your dreams. They really stop you from ever achieving your full potential. But what if you flip the script? What if you started telling yourself a different story, saying like, yes, I can. I am good enough. I will succeed. You see, by consciously choosing positive and empowering thoughts, you begin to change your reality and reshape your life. You have to remember that your mind is so powerful. Just like how you consciously raise your hand, you can consciously direct your thoughts. Start with little small steps, focus on one positive thought, and lock in on that. And what you're going to do is you're going to start to build the habit of thinking positive thoughts. These positive thoughts, once they're stacked on top of each other, they can transform your life. If you simplify it, you control your thoughts just like how you control your hand and you control your body. It just takes practice. It's like learning how to walk. You were taught how to walk, but you were never taught how to think. In order to think better, you have to practice. Just like when you started walking as a child, you practice over and over again until you got it. It's the same thing with conscious awareness. The way you practice positive thoughts and controlling your thoughts is by, first of all, being aware of it. A lot of us, we roll through life thinking that our thoughts are something that happen in the exterior, something that we can't control, but you can control your thoughts. You get a negative thought, you immediately replace it with a positive thought. You start to reprogram your brain by changing your music, changing the media that you consume, changing the people that you're around. Just by changing those three things, you can incredibly change your circumstances and your outcomes. Because what ends up happening is once you change those situations and once you change the people and the media that you take in, you start to reprogram your brain. Just like practicing learning how to walk, you're practicing learning how to think. It's crazy because in school, they'll teach you calculus, they'll teach you all this other stuff, but they won't teach you how to think. Most people just don't even ever think. They just allow things to happen and they let others think for them. That's why the majority is so easily influenced by the media and pop culture and celebrities and whatnot, because they don't do their own thinking. They allow other people to think for them. I've been around rich people. I've been around poor people. I've been around successful people. I've been around unsuccessful people. And I could tell you the only difference between these people are their thoughts and what they think on a consistent basis. Now that you're armed with this knowledge, now that you understand that the outcomes in your life is based on your thoughts over a continuous period of time, then now you're armed with some knowledge that a lot of people don't have. But being armed with knowledge is only the first step. The real challenge is putting it into practice and making those changes so that you could transform your life. Because usually when people get information like this, what they end up doing is they'll say that the person's talking under their ass, or they'll say that's a scam, or they'll leave one of these dumb comments that start with bro. You know what I'm saying? Bro thinks he's this or whatnot. But the fact of the matter is the people that think like that is they're not willing to put in the work. They're not willing to actually do the difficult labor that it takes in order to change their thoughts. So they act like everything is a scam because it makes them feel comfortable. But you're smarter than that. You know that this is true. You know that this is kind of information you've been searching for. You can make those changes if you want to. With all this being said, remember, you control your thoughts just like you control your hand. And if you could keep that in your mind, just keep that simple analogy in your mind and remember it consistently, what it's going to do is going to allow you to realize that I can control my thoughts. And this is going to allow you to take responsibility for your own life. I hope this information is useful to you. Thank you for watching. I'm on vacation right now, but we're never going to miss. I'll catch you in the next one. Enjoy your weekend. Peace.